Hey there, in this video we're going to go over how to create a case in the ConnectSX console. So first, log into the console on the web, then using the left navigation bar, go to your events screen. Here you can see all of your open events, your pending PO events, your pending payment events, all of the different event statuses, which you can see here, and we're about to walk through in the next few videos. So first, when a case has been scheduled, you can come in here and create the case. Or if you are creating the case after the fact, so the case has already been completed, the surgery has already been completed, but you need to enter the sales order and the billing information into the system, you can come in here to the web and click New Event. So then you'll select your event type. Most often this is going to be case, but we have some other event types here that are designed to help you consume inventory from your account in different contexts. But we'll select case for this one. Then if you're an admin or a distributor, you can select the representative that was doing the case. If you're a sales rep, this will already have your account entered for you. So I'm going to go ahead and select my sales rep here. Then plug in a name for your event. This could be anything under the sun that will help you identify one event from another. You can see we already collect a lot of the information about the case. So, think about this, talk to your other team members and your partners and decide, what type of name, what information will help you discern one event from another. Then if you have the anonymous patient ID, you can enter it in here. We are built on HIPAA compliant infrastructure, but just make sure to abide by your best business practices and your company policies for protecting patient information. Next, select the facility. So for the facility and the next couple fields, we have drop-down menus here that are being populated from the directory. Most likely, the directory will be filled out by your manufacturer admins. So those facilities, procedures, and physicians will already be entered here for you. But if one's missing, you should either create it by clicking Add New, which will bring up the pop-up menu to create a new record, or talk to your manufacturer about adding that to the directory to make sure that they're putting in the proper information that makes sense for your case. If you're not seeing a particular facility, procedure, or physician in your drop-down menu, the manufacturer either may need to create it or may need to assign it to you. So it's probably best practice to reach out to your manufacturer and discuss that with them before you create a new record. Next, you can enter procedure modifiers if you want. This adds additional context to the procedure, like anterior, posterior, etc. You can add procedure modifiers if you want. This is additional context to the procedure, like left, right, anterior, posterior, any other context you want to add to the procedure. And then next, you can enter the date of your surgery. And if you want, you can enter a time. This will help you in using our scheduling feature, where you can view all of your events in like a calendar schedule, but it is not a required field. Then we'll click Next. You select your manufacturer. You can select product lines, which will serve as a filter when you go to select your mark your used inventory and record your sales. You can also associate containers. These are not required steps. Any associated container, this just creates a data link between this event and that tray saying that it was present, maybe it was sterilized, creates that association for you. I will say later on, if any devices are used out of a particular container or tray, that container will automatically get associated. So it may not be something you have to worry about at this stage. But then click Create, and your case will be created. You can see here we have a lot of new options. You can quote the event right here. You can also record your sales or mark your used inventory, which we will cover in the next video. When you've done that, that used inventory will show here under the Devices Used tab. If we scroll down, you can see you can add this event to your own personal calendar. You can also add comments and mention your other users, so you can have conversations about the event directly here in the context of the system. Using a mention is something I'll show you real quick. Using an @ symbol allows you to mention another user, and then that will send them a notification that you've mentioned them in a comment. It allows you to create back and forth conversations about the case within the context of the case. So that's a useful feature here too. You can also add device labels and patient stickers, either images or files, and upload PDFs to the case. So, this is a really good practice. We see a lot of manufacturers preferring, if you do this, to actually upload a picture of the barcode label or of the patient sticker, even uploading a PO file, when you have that available. And then lastly, I'll show you the More menu here. A few options in the future. If you need to create another event that's really similar to this one, you can duplicate this event to save yourself time. You can create an inventory request if you need inventory for your upcoming case. We'll cover that in another video in this series as well. Like I mentioned earlier, you can create a quote for this event, or you can actually cancel the event. But that's all you need to know about creating a case. Tune into our next video and we will go over how to record your sales and mark your used inventory.